Seems like the countdown to Turkey Day has already started. That means a lot of things in your life get pushed aside, including your job search. Randy Wood joined us to try to avoid that slump. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, everybody's thinking Thanksgiving and then Christmas right after that. And
yeah, I'm going to let the belt out a little bit.
Sure,
yeah.
But if you're looking for a job, maybe you're saying this isn't a good time to let off.
Well, no, it isn't. I mean, I get it. It's human nature. We have family and we have festivities and shopping and eating and football and all that
stuff.
And I get that. Here's a few things. And normally I come here with tips on how to do stuff.
Yeah.
And today it's really more of a checklist and maybe a word of encouragement and just to keep your nose to the grindstone. A lot of people take time off in the holidays. They think that hiring doesn't happen until the first quarter.
And I've always heard that.
It's a myth.
Really?
Well, there are companies, sure, that will put it off. Mentally and physically, they're not in the office as much during this time of year. They take vacations, but a lot of companies have budgets. They want to use their recruiting budget. They want to bring somebody on board
before the end of the year.
Before the end of the year, and get them trained so that come January they can hit the ground running. And so it's a myth that all companies sit on the sidelines, but a lot of job hunters sit on the sidelines during this time of year, as we all know.
As we said, otherwise occupied.
Exactly. And the thought here is your competition is less right now. There aren't as many people out there. So don't sit it out. Get out and network. Get on LinkedIn and make sure that you're doing the right things on there. We host a workshop, and when I say the right things, I'm talking about connecting with people, engaging in conversation, joining groups, and becoming active in it. Another thing, too, take time to assess where you are in your professional life. And I know that sounds kind of this big nebulous thing, but what you want to do is say, hey, is what I'm doing working? Am I successful? Do I feel good about, am I getting interviews? Am I shooting too high for a job, too low? And if not, seek out some help. There are people like me out there who are more than happy and qualified to be able to help you.
Right.
And I'll give you one other point too.
Yeah.
How many times you go to a family gathering and you get the brother-in-law or the cousin that comes up and says,
how's it going?
How's it going? How's that? And you feel like dirt because, sort of like
you can't find the job you're looking for. And they know it.
And they say, well, let me look at your resume for you.
Yeah.
And let's face it, I mean, are they really qualified to look at that? And a lot of times they're going to be yes men. They're just going to say, hey, Brad, listen, it looks good. Good luck, old pal.
Yeah,
we'll see you at Easter and that kind of a thing. And you walk away going, come on.
Like you said, that's not the person you need looking at that resume.
Correct. Right? Seek out somebody who's in human resources, a hiring manager, somebody like me, because again, we see these things all the time, and I just can't tell you how many times I see people that say, I'm going to hit the ground running in January, but guess what? You've got the New Year's resolution crowd, you've got the December graduates coming out, so you've got competition. Make hay while the sun shines. Get on it now.
If you want to increase your odds, right now, while everybody else is laying off, your odds are getting better.
They are.
And if you want to look at it that way, it could be the best time to get out there and really kind of redouble your efforts.
Engage and think of momentum. And it's tough to stop and start this kind of stuff, like exercise. Maintain slow, steady, and be on focus. And if you feel like it's not clicking, and that's a tough thing, what that feels like. But if it doesn't feel like you're getting where you need to go, seek out somebody because there are resources to help you.
Now this is going to be the topic of a column that you got in the journal coming up
this coming Sunday, as a matter of fact.
We can read it there. Randy, always great ideas and topical too, especially with the holidays coming up. Randy mentioned that he's here to help. You can do that by dropping him an email. There's his number on your screen, 776-6829, or just drop him an email, ProCenter@Goodwill NWNC. Now that's Goodwill of Northwest North Carolina, but ProCenter@GoodwillNWNC.org or their website, GoodwillProfessionalCenter.org at the bottom. Randy, thanks very much. Great ideas. We're back in a moment. You're watching the Fox 8 Morning News.